The universe wants you to find your twin flame. That's right. The universe wants you to find your twin flame, and the universe wants you to find your twin flame now. I'm Jeffrey Daugherty. This is the New Cosmic Knowledge Channel. I apologize for being a little bit tardy. You know how things go sometimes, and well, here we are. And let's talk about this. The universe wants you to find your twin flame, and the universe wants you to find him or her now. And I still have a hard time believing that those words are coming out of my mouth when 4 months ago, I thought that the idea of a twin flame was the silliest thing that I'd ever heard, or at least one of the silliest things that I had ever heard. And of course, events have transpired in my life, which have completely changed my outlook on that, and now have allowed me to begin to look and to see and to understand and to perceive that what happened to me was not a one-off. What happened to me was not a unique event. What happened to me is a pattern of what the universe is trying to do right now, because the universe needs to do it right now. And it's because the universe needs us in our twin flames. It needs us with our twin flames together, and it needs that for some very specific reasons. The universe wants you to find your twin flame, your soulmate, whatever you call it. The universe wants you to find it. And I'm going to make some strong statements in this little podcast. And I'm not trying to be hurtful. I'm not trying to be know-it-all, if you believe that or not. I'm not trying to do anything but bring you information that I think is going to empower you, I think is going to encourage you, and I think is going to maybe change your perspective, because there's a lot of you that probably were or are a lot like I was. Twin flame, come on. Really? Soul flame, soulmate, whatever, come on. Well, I've become convinced, and ever since I've been talking to Magenta, I'm thinking, is this a download? Is this a channeled message from the council, the Great White Winged Council of Nine, or whatever she calls him? Who is this? What is this? But I'm getting information, and it's because I'm in the midst of a juice fast as well. That's one of the reasons. I'm up to 20 minutes a day meditation twice a day. That's another reason. I'm in contact with my twin flame. That's another reason. And we're going to show you some other reasons here in this little program today. But the universe wants, desires, aims, has as its highest goal for each and every one of us. That's right. I didn't say some of us, most of us. I said all of us, each and every one of us. It's not just for the best or the brightest or the favorites. I got to be honest with you. I felt like I was the favorite of the gods. I really did. I was so full of gratitude that I said, this must be what they've brought to me, must be unique. I don't know why they've done it, but I certainly must be the favorite of the gods. And I do believe I'm favorite of the gods, but I now know that this is part of what the universe is trying to do right now. The universe wants each and every one of us to find our twin flame. The universe wants each and every one of us to find our soulmate, or whatever you call it. It's the divine plan. Yes, I'm really saying this. It is the divine plan. And to prove that, and I know some of you don't like the Bible. I know some of you do like the Bible. You know, there's an old saying that says you can please, what's it say? You can't please everyone. You can please part of the people part of the time. Well, that's true, but I've perfected the opposite of that, because I know you can't please everybody, but I've perfected the ability to make everybody mad all the time, because the people that like the Bible don't like me, because I say, like Thomas Jefferson, 80% of it's dung, 20% of it is diamond. That's for people that like the Bible. They get mad at me because I say 80% of it is dung, 20% of it is diamond. The people that don't like the Bible get mad at me because I still talk about the Bible. I know it's only 20% diamond, Jeff. Leave it alone. But man, those 20%, I mean, even Sandra doesn't really love me talking about the Bible. That 20% is so good. It's part of the best of the epic literature ever brought to humanity. Thank you, Devstar. Jeff, you're looking and feeling all powerful. I am feeling all powerful. I feel like an Elohim. People have said to me, you're moving in the power of the Elohim, especially since Sandra came along, and I agree. But anyway, where was I? Oh, yeah. The good part of the Bible is really, really good. And try to forget that I'm talking about the Bible. Try to forget I'm talking about the Bible. I'm just talking about ancient Hebraic and Chaldean literature. Let's put it, according to ancient Hebraic and Chaldean literature, which was borrowed heavily from the Sumerian tablets. Is that better than saying the Old Testament? Ancient Hebrew and Chaldean literature borrowed heavily from the Sumerian tablets talks to us about our creators. And this really isn't a Bible hub that I'm looking at. This is Hebrew Chaldean literature hub, okay? It's not the Bible. It's ancient, it's Anunnaki literature, ladies and gentlemen. Maybe that'll help you. In the beginning, God created the heaven and the earth. Do you agree that we're part of the heaven and the earth? Yes. We were created by a group of beings that came from somewhere else and made this place. Because if this place wasn't here, they weren't from here. They came from somewhere else. We were created by definition, by extraterrestrials. People not from this place here. They were from somewhere else, brother. So we were created by extraterrestrials. So a lot of you that believe we're created by extraterrestrials, you're right. Wow. But who were these extraterrestrials? And I don't mean they're little green men. I don't mean they're from Alpha Centauri. I don't mean they're from the Pleiades or however you say that. I'm not saying they came from the dark side of Uranus. They're just from somewhere else. Some other dimension, some other quantum reality, some other planet. I don't know, but they weren't from here. That's all I know. And by definition, they're extraterrestrial. Who were these people? They're called God. Well, let's look at what the original Hebraic Chaldean literature drawn from the Sumerian tablet says. It says, in the beginning, they were called the Elohim. Elohim. What is an Elohim? An Elohim is a divine being. An Elohim is a goddess. An Elohim is a god. A Elohim is plural in number. So they were gods and goddesses, male and female, and there was more than one of them. So these Elohim, they were gods and goddesses, male and female. And let me show you this down here, just so you know why I'm talking about this. And God said, let us make man. That's you, that's me. They said, let us make man in our image. Okay. The Elohim said, let us make man in our image after our likeness. Okay. They're extraterrestrials. They're male, they're female, they're gods, they're goddesses. Let us make man in their image. And just in case you didn't get it, so the Elohim made man, male and female. Why do you think they made a male and a female? Why didn't they make two males? Why didn't they make two females? Why didn't they make a male, a female, and a transitory form? They made a male and they made a female for a reason. They made a male and a female for a reason. And what did they say that reason was? Be fruitful and multiply. Replenish the earth. Oh, that means have lots of babies. Get that con out of your face. That's just the little teeniest, tiniest bit. What did the Elohim, the male and female gods and goddesses, what did they really say to them? Let's look at verse 28. This is all about twin flames. Stay with me. We're not talking about the Bible. We're talking about ancient Chaldean and Hebrew literature, all right? Drawn from the Sumerian tablets. So don't even think about the Bible. And if you like the Bible, oh yeah, I'm coming straight out of the book for you, all right? And so God blessed them. He blessed them. And I know bless usually means to smear with sacrificial blood. But in this case, it actually means to bless, to abundantly bless, to put the opposite of a curse on them. So he gave them power, essentially. He gave them glory. He gave them divinity. He gave them that spark. And he gave them the touch of the Elohim. And cousin, let me tell you something. The Elohim are in the blessing business. And cousin, business is a booming in Jeff Daugherty's life. I'll tell you that right now. I am blessed coming in. I'm blessed going out. I'm blessed getting up. I'm blessed going down. I'm blessed going around. I can't go anywhere without getting blessed. I'm bumping into blessing on my left. I'm bumping into blessing on my right. I go forward, I'm into blessing. I go backward, I'm into blessing. I'm blessed. I'm blessed. Because that's what the Elohim wants you to be. And it's not just me. It's not just Sandra. It's people that have done the hard toil of inner work and are still beating down that ego and are sitting on the meditation pillow and are doing the hard work and have gone to the dark night of the soul and have broke on through to the other side, just like Jim Morrison said. I'm blessed. But he said, be blessed. And then he said, have dominion. What's dominion mean? Reign. 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 What did they really mean by reign? Well, what does a good king do? A good king loves his people, right? What does a good queen do? They love their people. A good king, a good queen, a good god, a good goddess, they give, they take care, they nurture, they build up. He wasn't talking about having sex and making babies. He was talking about taking the blessing that you've been given and giving it out to other people. Woo! Said Ric Flair. I got goosebumps. My goosebumps got goosebumps over that one. Blessed you are. And you're not just supposed to take it and say, oh, I'm so blessed, I'm so happy. You're supposed to give it away. Give it away. If you want to get more blessed, Sandra's taught me that if you want to get more of something, you got to empty out some space. So if you really want to get more blessing and more encouragement and more power from the Elohim, then you got to give that stuff away to somebody else. It's called the law of use. If you give it away, you're going to get more of it. You're supposed to be like a Taurus. It comes in through you, it goes out to others, and it keeps coming and going and coming and going. That's why the Elohim want you to get this understanding about the male, the female. It's meant to be, according to divine plan, male and female in. I need a piece of paper. I didn't plan this out very well. Male and female. Watch this. Watch this. All right. That's a male, right? You see that circle? That's a male. Not a bad circle. And then you got the female, and I'm showing you the divine plan. You got the male, you got the female. There's the female. Notice, those are two complete circles. Notice they're not over each other. Notice they're not enmeshed. Notice they join. The best of one joins with the best of the other. And right in here, cousin, right in here, that's where the magic happens. That's where the creation happens. And we're not talking about babies. Any male and female can have a baby, but not any male and female can work with the creative power of the Elohim. That's what it's supposed to be. Male, female, twin flame, overlapping, complete, done all the work for Elohim manifestation. Or maybe you prefer the soul mate than twin flame. That's what it looks like. That's why male and female. That's why they said create. The first thing they told him to do was create. The very first thing they said to do was create. Create. Where'd I go? Have dominion, right? It doesn't mean lord it over. It means be a good steward of the land. And then he said subdue. What does subdue mean? Oh, that one doesn't want to work. Let's go to replenish. What does replenish mean? It means to fill. It means to accomplish. It means to complete. It means to consecrate. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? The Elohim made it, a man and a woman, a male Elohim offspring and a female Elohim offspring coming together. And you can see that I'm juicing. You can tell I had beets today. Male and female coming together, combining in creative power, in blessing power, in replenishing power, in consecration power, in building up power. And your blessing is going to move to every living thing. Birds, trees, animals, people. Oh, I don't think I'm sharing that with you. I want you to see that. And this blessing that extends from you goes to every living thing. Every living thing. Why do you think we've been talking about, oh, you should talk to trees? Inside voice, Jeff, but I'm fired up. You should talk to trees. You should talk to grass. You should talk to crystals. Why? Because they told us to. Because by talking with every living thing and having communion with every living thing, it extends our Elohim-given blessing. I know we don't like the word, but our Elohim-given blessing, and it allows it to go through us and to transmit to the entire planet. If you want to transmit something to the entire planet, the best way to do it is transmit it through the trees, the rocks, the grass, the animals, because there's more of them than there is of us. 5G's got nothing on the OG, the original generation. Thank you to Deborah for opening my mind to that. Thank you to Sandra for opening my mind to that. And the Elohim are telling us, I made you male, I made you female so you could get together and be who you are. Cats have kittens, dogs have puppies, horses have ponies, Elohim have baby gods. You're a baby god, I'm a baby god. We're supposed to grow up someday, and that's the days today. This is why the Elohim want every male to be linked up with that twin flame female. Oh, but I made a covenant in my last life that I wouldn't do it in this life. Well, number one, change your covenant. Or number two, alter your covenant, because you didn't have this information then that you got now. This is some new cosmic knowledge going into your dome. Do they want the earth to be blessed now? Yes or no? Do they want every living thing to be blessed now? Yes or no? Do they want to use a male and a female to do it? Yes or no? Are you a male? Yes or no? Are you a female? Yes or no? Are you willing to accept your counterpart to be part of this? Yes or no? They don't want you to find your twin flame so you can have a girlfriend. They don't want you to find your twin flame so you can have a boyfriend. They don't want you to find your twin flame so you can sit around and kiss and make out and have great sacred sexuality. That's all the bonuses of it, and they're great bonuses. Don't get me wrong, but that's not the reason. The reason is for you to create some stuff that's going to return this earth to its original splendor. It's going to replenish this earth and every living thing on the planet, in the air, is going to be redeemed. And all that's waiting for this is for you and me to get our stuff together. Personally, I've done this part, and it's great. But Sandra didn't come into my life just to make every one of my dreams come true 1,000 times, even though she has. She came into my life because I was the male Elohim. She's the female Elohim. I was the god. She's the goddess. Now we're together, and we're creating. I get letters, and I don't really mean letters. You know what I mean? Emails. I'm old. Give me a break. Give me some allowances. I get emails every day talking about, in fact, I'm going to share one with you, talking about, and I'm not going to show you my email, but I want to share this with you, and I'm trying to remember which email it came through. I just want to share this with you just to show you what I'm getting all day, every day. It's very, 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 very powerful, and I'm telling you, I'm getting this stuff all day, every day. And, of course, I can't find it when I want to find it, but I'm going to find it because this is good stuff. It'll just give you a chance to let this sink into your brain while I'm talking with you. It'll give you a chance to let it sink into your brain while I'm trying to figure this out and show you where this went. Anyway, I can't find it right now, but I get emails every day talking about how, since I've been with Sandra, how they're getting amazing information, amazing downloads, amazing information from my channel like never before, and amazing information from Sandra's channel like never before. They're all saying, you guys have never been better. It's amazing. We want more. So that's okay. And that's awesome. And that's what I'm talking about. And that's why the universe wants you to find your twin flame. Not because, and now I got so excited I dropped my papers. Not because they want you to have a girlfriend. But anyway, we are males and females. We are the gods and goddesses. We are made in the image of the Elohim. And what did they come to do? They came to create. What are we to do? Create. We, as Elohims in training, create best in a fully Elohim state. In divine God and divine goddess in male and female union. I didn't make this up. We just read it in the ancient Hebrew Chaldean literature drawn from the Sumerian text. It's Anunnaki stuff, bro. It's Anunnaki stuff. This is what the Elohim want to do across the planet. They want twin flames coming together. They want soulmates coming together. Why? Because when you do it, you come together with all of the power, all of the virtue, all of the goodness, all of the glory, all of the blessing of the Elohim. And when you're together with your twin flame, it creates a greater aperture. It's a bigger funnel for them to dump this good stuff onto you. And as it comes down into you and your twin flame, it creates a greater generator for it to go out to every living thing. I'm begging you, if you have closed your mind to the idea of a twin flame or a soulmate, reconsider. Because this is what the Elohim want to do in this time. It's different now. Yahweh, no way, wrong way, Yahweh has been banished. He's gone. There's a void of leadership within this spiritual dimension. Now is the time as never before where we need Elohim funneling into us generating and putting out the blessing to every living thing on the planet. It's that important. Please reconsider. Now, I'm not telling you to go looking for your soulmate. I will tell you this. You're not going to find your twin flame on Match.com. You're not going to find your twin flame on Plenty of Fish. You're not going to find your twin flame on any of these other sites. Don't do that. Fish where the fish are. If you want to find a twin flame, you need to find somebody tuned in and turned on. You need to find somebody that's meditating, somebody that's done the work. Look for the scars. Gods are not respecter of any persons. This ancient Hebrew Chaldean literature says that God is not a respecter of persons. He treats everybody the same. He doesn't love, they don't love Jeffrey Darty more than they love Jonathan Fries. They don't love Sandra D more than they love Devin Fish. They love everybody equally. And they want every one of us to come into a twin flame / soul mate / whatever you call it relationship, because they need to get business done. And they need us to do their business in this reality. And they need us to grow up and start doing it our damn selves. They want us to move into full creative potential. We need creators now more than ever before. Are you willing to believe? Are you willing to manifest? Are you willing to receive? This is so hopeful. This is so empowering. And against my better judgment, I'm going to go through the chat and see what people say. And Jeff is always late to his own party. Yeah, sorry, I'm busy. We're here to create life that's beautiful, The universe hates me. That's not true. I love my boyfriend. Can you give away your twin flame? Why would you? Yeah, isn't that funny? I didn't even read Sandra's comment. She says, yes, you can, but I wouldn't suggest it. You're giving up part of your spirit essence. You actually are. Absolutely. Hello, everyone. Hope you're having a great day. Talking to crystals, perfect. Talking to the wind, perfect. You know, and Devin makes an interesting point here. I'm not bringing it up to cause blank, but I definitely have found my twin flame soulmate, but we're both male. How do you explain that, Jeff? You thought you were going to trip me up with that one, didn't you? Do you really think that the Elohim care what soul, trap, mud hut body they're in? Do you really think they care? I'll guarantee you, I don't know if it's Jonathan or was it Devin? I don't know if it's Devin or the other male. One of you has a female goddess Elohim spirit. Just because you're in both in male mud hut bodies, I don't care. And guess what? The Elohim doesn't care either. But I know one thing. The ancient Hebrew Chaldean literature, all the way back to the Anunnaki, says the Elohim choose to create, and creation works best. Male spirit, female spirit in union, boom. So that's your answer there, Devin Fish. Not like you needed me to tell you that. That's great. You found your twin flame. Yep. Oh, man, shout it out. You made my day. Thank you. They also want you to feel through. They also, you know what? I love my boyfriend. Well, they want me to be sad. You're right. They do want you to be sad. They want you to be so sad that you're lying on the middle of your floor, curled up in the fetal position with no hope. Because that's where it starts. Sometimes people like you and me and Sandra D have to hit bottom before we look up. I have been laying on the middle of a living room floor, curled up in the fetal position. So is she. And if you are laying on the floor in the fetal position, you think they hate you, good for you. I'm so glad to hear that you think that the gods hate you, because now you're ready to open your eyes. Now you got nothing left to lose. Now you're finally ready to get going. That's called the dark night of the soul. And if you don't have that, you're not going to get this. You're just not. Dark night of the soul is requisite for the twin flame fireworks. You got to have the dark night of the soul. Talk to Sandra about dark night of the soul. Talk to Sandra about shadow work. Talk to Sandra about working and sweating and crying and meditating. Or you can talk to me about it, but I feel like you might have more alignment with her. You're so sad. Fantastic. You ready to give up? Perfect. Now the Elohim can work with you. Congratulations. Never say never. Yeah, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say never. I'm close to finding my twin flames, says Wendy. I can sense them all the time. Perfect. Wow, keep shouting. Thank you. Snotting and breathing carpet fibers. Yep. Jonathan hit rock bottom, 5'11", down, overdose, dying on the floor. I didn't go that route, but I hit rock bottom. I don't know everything. I know that might seem unusual for some of you to hear me say that, but I do know the universe wants everybody, every one of us, to find our twin flame, our soulmate, whatever you call it. It's the divine plan. The Elohim are our creators. They were males and females, gods and goddesses. We are made in their image. What did they do? They created. What are we to do? Create. We, as Elohims in training, create best in a fully Elohim state, in divine unity, as a god with a goddess, as a goddess with a god, as a male-female union. That's the way it works best. Maybe you're both in male bodies. Maybe you're both in female bodies. Maybe you're both turtles. I don't know. But it's that male-female Elohim spirit combination. Gods are no respecter of persons. They want every one of us to have it. They want us to move on in full creative potential. We need creation more than ever. There's a void. Are you willing to believe? Are you willing to manifest? Are you willing to receive? That's my story. And I'm sticking to it. And I'm believing that enough of you are going to believe and receive that we're going to be able to get this job done. I never thought I'd say it, but we're in the blessed business, cousin, and business is a booming. Jeffrey Daugherty, New Cosmic Knowledge. For Sandra D'Angelo, I am Jeffrey Daugherty, and we're encouraging you to remember you're divine, you're sovereign, you're free. Ask questions, question answers. And ladies and gentlemen, this is how you find your twin flame, you find your soulmate, you get creating, you get working. This is how we win this thing. And it all starts when you unindoctrinate yourself.